Greetings all, welcome to the UK. I'm at the We Have Ways Fest and I have found Sean, who has come up with, this is a reproduction.
Yeah, true reproduction of the Carden Loyd machine gun carrier.
Why?
Because they don't exist on the show scene. The
Okay.
only original one is in Bovey Tank Museum. And a friend of mine, he started the project in '95, Bob Grundy.
Okay.
And then he wanted to move on in 2010. So me and my friend, we bought the Carden Loyd, and then since then we've then produced another three. This is the third one of the three. The second one went to so this is the first one. The second one went to the King of Jordan,
Right.
and the other one went to Guernsey Armoury.
Guernsey.
So yeah,
Okay.
Guernsey. Yeah, and they're not allowed tracked vehicles, so that's really quite interesting that they can't actually run them on the road.
That's
So
a
they
shame.
have to lorry it in.
So, I mean, as a reproduction, I mean, you had to create, okay, armor plate
Yeah.
is plate, but things
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
track link, is that reproduction as well?
Yes, it is. Yeah. From the original track links, we had the pattern, so we made a pattern for them, and
Yeah.
then we've had them cast.
And what's,
So,
and what's the motor?
A true Ford Model T.
And that was as per the original vehicle?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it's got about 20 horsepower. Your 2-speed on the gearbox.
Right.
Um,
And so how many of the real ones were built?
around about 420, and they went throughout the world. China had some, Japan had a few, Germany, France, sort of Poland had quite a few, and they called it the different classification. Italy had one, TK33, and others.
So
or
you said the main
CV33.
reason you did it was because you wanted to show up, because there was no representation
Yeah,
of
that's
this
right.
piece of interwar technology.
Yes. Yeah.
How important would you say this vehicle was to overall vehicle development?
Well, extremely important, because this is a Mark VI. So the first one was a tripod. Not a tripod. Well, literally.
I'm having images
Yeah,
of a 1980s TV show with things getting fused to your head.
that's it. Yeah. It was what it was is a trike.
Right.
And someone said, well, if you've got a trike, a bicycle, or tricycle with a machine gun on the front, that's where we'll start.
Okay.
So they then thought about other wheels, a wheel come track version, and then they got to the Mark VI, which is all tracks, and they said, well, it's actually proven and it works well for what it is. But then the other countries bought them, and then they put their own engines in or did modifications. The Chenalette is the French version. So they put their own engine and they built up over the top to enclose the driver and the gunner.
Okay. So this was a machine gun carrier variant. Was this operated by the machine gun corps, the tank corps? How did this fit into the British structure?
Right, so what they wanted is a vehicle which is versatile for off-road, to go into the field and carry the Vickers machine gun as machine gun support for the infantry.
Okay.
So this usually has a tripod with it, so you can set it up off the machine or keep it onto the machine. On the move, well, as a machine gun goes, you know, when you're actually shooting, it's hit and miss. So with this mounted and firing, you're very potluck in what you actually take down.
Well, I mean, suppression weapon, it's the guy with the bayonet that's really going to do the killing anyway.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. So the early part of why they developed this with a machine gun is then, as later on, you've got the Vickers Carden Loyd carrier, which is similar to the T16 and the other carriers,
Windsors.
which Bren gun carriers and everything else. Oh, well, universal carrier. So this was really the start of the design for them. And through this is built in 1928. So from then, they were designing something a little bit bigger. They designed the Light Dragon, which is an artillery tractor.
Yep.
And then they went on to the universal carrier.
Gotcha. Okay, now, of course, the important question, do I fit? Well, at least there's no steering wheel in the way like there is in the Brent carrier.
No. There's a tiller underneath and your pedals.
A single tiller.
Yes. Yeah, push and pull.
Okay, well, just step in, I guess.
Yeah, stand on the seat. Yeah, that's all right.
That's a bit
the engine.
warm.
That's the engine cover.
Fortunately, they have installed the cover for my protection and
Yes.
safety. All right. It is hot though. Were you just running this around?
Yes, it was. Yeah, yeah. We had to bring it back because it was slightly lacking in the drive department.
Oh, good Lord, it is narrow.
Yeah.
If there are pedals here, I can't feel them. Hang on. Are there pedals here?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, 3 pedals.
Okay, hang on.
So
Okay, that's one.
Yeah, the left one is your drive pedal. The middle one is your reverse, and the inside one is your transmission brake.
So, I mean, this is really is Model T.
Yes. Yeah. And then you've got your handbrake. Works in 3 positions. Handbrake all the way forward is handbrake on. Halfway is first gear. And then when you're doing a fair old lick about 5 miles an hour, you can then pull your handbrake all the way back, and then you're in second gear.
How long did it take you to learn how to drive this?
I already own a Ford Model T,
Okay.
so which is further up on the line. So it's quite easy.
Okay, so the bad news is that whilst I can physically fit, I cannot pull the steering tiller, which is a horizontal steering tiller. I cannot pull it past beyond my knees.
So you pull it forward,
Yeah.
go left,
Okay.
push it to go right.
So into from left.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, that actually makes sense considering where the pivot point is. So if I get my knees out of the way, it also means that I can't hit the pedals. So I fit, but I cannot drive.
Ish.
I mean, I guess you're secure. I mean, bucket seats to hold you in place. Oh,
They are quite comfy.
it beats running around with a rifle. So I used to always love carrying the machine gun when we do our training exercise. You know, the FN mag in British GPMG, because yeah, it's heavy and it got the ammo. But once the shooting starts, you just lie down and you're blasting away while everybody else is doing the 3 to 5 second rushes. You know, I'm up, he sees me, I'm down, and getting really, really tired. Well, I'm just sitting here watching them.
It's the way, isn't it?
So what are you gonna do next? Now that this is working, what's your next project?
We've got a trailer, the original trailer,
Yeah.
and we're going to build that, which is a limber trailer. It has 4 gentlemen in, 2 facing forward and 2 facing back, and then you're supposed to put the 3.7-inch mountain gun on the back of that. I think I'm going to struggle in horsepower because I've only got 20, and that weighs a lot. I've been in the arena, and it worked okay, but the trouble is Ford Model T works on brake bands. It's an epicycle gearbox, and I was getting rather warm and hot and a bit of brake fade, so I was struggling to then come in to the to park up.
Wonderful.
So
I just had to mention it's a convertible.
Yes, yeah. This is the Indian pattern hood.
Okay.
So it's developed for Indian hot countries, just to give the crew a bit of shade.
Which again, the infantry don't have, so even more luxury for going mounted.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All right, fantastic. Appreciate it.
That's all right. Pleasure.
All right. Hope you found it interesting and informative. Take care, and we'll talk to you on the next one.